Greetings and thank you for submitting your questions to our very first Q&A. We had a lot of questions to go through, but we have to keep this video short to appease the gods of the algorithm. If we didn't reply to your question, feel free to drop it in the comments below and we will do our best to answer it. Also stick around until the end of this video for a massive announcement in regards to Zamanora Ballad of the Witch.
Zamanora is where folklore meets grimdark. A world of mist-shrouded marshes, haunting fables and stubborn communities fighting to survive against creeping darkness. It's a place where forgotten legends come alive. Every shadow holds a secret, and hope flickers in the heart of grit, bonds and sacrifice. Its stories are eerie, immersive and deeply personal.
A lot of the people involved in this project have Balkan or Slavic origins. For example, two of our most prominently featured artists, Tony Sad and Sergei Tsvelek, are both from Slavic regions. In regards to the co-writers team, I myself am part Slavic with roots from Russia and Georgia. We are also collaborating with plenty of people that have vast experience on the subject matter and are from Serbia or Ukraine. Finally, all members of the Iron Chronicles team are also Balkans, since we all hail from the distant land of Greece.
Yes. Okay, now, the fables we lost ourselves into inspired the creation of a lot of content. You can expect multiple character archetypes, new species, thematic spells and communal ceremonies, magical items, haunting puppets, alchemical concoctions, and finally some new mechanics to really bring the theme to the table. Storytellers might find the latter parts of the book even more precious as they are packed with monsters and adventure locales that tie everything together. You can actually find more detailed descriptions and some sneak peeks on our website and pre-launch page. Zamanora is what we like to call a light setting. You can easily drop it into an existing fantasy world like Faerun, the Dales, or even your homebrew world, as a mysterious and folklore-rich region. At the same time, it has enough depth with unique biomes, traditions and beliefs to serve as the backdrop for an entire campaign. The magic of Zamanora lies in its adaptability. It offers a rich and immersive experience without rigid cosmology or predetermined kingdoms, giving you the freedom to shape it however you wish. As far as the character options included, they are ready to go regardless of setting to add that grim folkloric theme to your character.
Honestly, the initial idea was to make a book about the kinds of stories that our own grandmothers here in Greece used to tell us when we were kids. And looking into them, we realized that they are actually Balkan folkloric myths, most of them. And then looking further into that, we decided to also incorporate some Slavic elements because these are also very commonplace and very, very interesting stories which also permeate the Balkans themselves as an area. And that's how we got to it. And also, it was a fortunate occurrence that these kinds of stories and myths are not very much represented in D&D, so we were happy to work on that kind of content.
The word Zamanora comes from the Romani language and has a dual meaning. It means the seasons as well as the eras. We chose this word as a title for our project not only because we were fascinated by its interpretation, but also to honor the Rome people, which we view as the hereditary travelers between the different cultures of Balkan and Slavic folk, much like the adventurers in our stories. 4 people with 6 cats to feed.
Can we skip this one? Look, I don't know what to tell you. We're a small team of 4 writers and each of us has wildly different characters. I guess what we have in common is our passion for telling stories and helping others tell their own. I can't really do justice to the team here. Fortunately, we're small enough that you can talk to us directly over on our Discord server. We always love to meet new people who share in our passion. We get this question a lot and the answer is a bit lengthy. So we decided to not include it in this video just because we're trying to keep this as short as possible. But be on the lookout for a video in regards to this exact matter dropping in a few days.
Yes, there will be both a PDF and a physical version available, and yes, if you get the physical version of the book, you will also get the PDF for free.
Just like in our previous Kickstarter, we aim to have pledge levels for those who just want to support the campaign, who might want to grab only the PDF, as well as a bundle with both the PDF and the hardcover. In higher tiers you will find thematic dice, a DM screen, cardboard pawns to use on your grid, a 3D miniature of our take on the iconic Baba Yaga, and even a plushie of the spirit guide narrating the book. Something we're especially proud of is the adventure deck, a new tool for DM-less adventuring. Be sure to hit notify me on the pre-launch page because early backers might be getting something extra.
After the successful and timely fulfillment of our previous Kickstarter, we're proud to say that, yes, we do. Production and shipping are ready to go as soon as the project is finished. You'll find estimations of the shipping costs on the Kickstarter page once it is live.
There is one last question to go through, but you don't have to hear it from me.
Hi there, I'm Amit Moshe from Son of O Game Studio, and I have a question for you guys at Iron Chronicles. Will Zamanora Ballad of the Witch be available only for Dungeons & Dragons, or will it also be available for Legend in the Mist?
Yes, Zamanora Ballad of the Witch will actually be our first ever dual system book available for both the newest edition of D&D and the Legend in the Mist RPG. When we first started writing Zamanora, we felt it touched upon many of the themes Legend in the Mist does, and as we are big fans of the system, a beautiful collaboration was born. So for those of you that love D&D but were afraid or hesitant to try something different, we believe Zamanora Ballad of the Witch will be the perfect book to slowly dip your toes in something else. Of course, our book will still stand as a complete D&D book and as a Legend in the Mist book for those that have made their choice of systems. For those of you unfamiliar with Legend in the Mist, it is a fantasy tabletop RPG game based on the Mist system. Rather than having to navigate through exhausting number tables, Legend in the Mist has players creating their characters by selecting from a varied selection of tags. These tags don't just form the basis of who players' characters are, from their origins to their personalities, they can also serve as ways to boost your dice rolls. Furthermore, facing combat in Legend in the Mist doesn't have to be a needlessly lengthy affair. If you'd prefer to focus on narrative over combat, then players can choose to shorten or even skip combat encounters entirely, so you can get back to your story. For now that's it, and we will be back soon for more Zamanora Ballad of the Witch.